I have spent the better part of my life figuring out slavery. And American Slaves, Inc., the organization that I represent, is here in Washington today to offer America the only reparation for slavery plan that can be implemented in a bigoted economic society. We have the only plan in the world that can be implemented in a peaceful manner. ASI is a nonprofit organization established in 2001 to represent the American slave culture. Our mission is threefold: properly identify American slaves as the American slave culture, guide descendants of American slaves to the economic battlefield that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told us to go to when we were misidentified as Negroes. And then we will assimilate descendants of American slaves into mainstream America properly. Now, assimilation will involve factual business discussion that most black leaders won't want to deal with because they don't know how to deal with it. But we're going to have to deal with it. We got to deal with this thing if we want to stop the killings and the murder and all the mayhem that's happening to my people. The first topic of discussion is the ignorance that descendants of American slaves inherited from slavery. That's the first topic, is the ignorance that we inherited from slavery. Ignorance has us misidentified as African Americans. The second topic has to be ignorant black leaders. Ignorant black leaders have forced descendants of American slaves to be stuck in ghettos thinking we're Africans. Following ignorant leaders, murder, mayhem, and confusion has become our way of life. That's about all we know right now. May 19, 2019, Simmons College of Kentucky, a historically black college, awarded me my second doctorate degree in humanities. These degrees were both for uncovering slavery and drafting a plan that will rectify the negative after effects of slavery. The evidence that I have compiled must be considered. It must be. It demands that American slave history be taught in American schools. Some leaders around the country have already stumbled upon my analysis of slavery and have started using the words American slaves in different configurations. American slaves, descendants of slaves, descendants of African slaves, any kind of way they can use them to make some money. Hearing the words American slaves and not fully understanding what they're hearing, black leaders run out and start businesses using our name to benefit themselves. And I will name a few of them. If Antonio Moore, Danny Glover, Congressman John Conyers, writer Ta-Nehisi Coates, Reverend Kevin Cosby, Marshawn Daniels, and there are others who are using our name, are not involved in the people plan that I drafted and published, America needs to know this. Right now we see them on television, but they're not saying they're a part of any plan. They're just saying they just want reparations for slavery. If these people have a better people plan than ASI has, America needs to know this. Loose cannons have a way of screwing up things, as we all know. It is illegal for black leaders to use the names American slaves and descendants of American slaves to start programs to intercept reparations from slavery funds without permission from American Slaves Incorporated. I named our people American slaves, and I have documentation to prove it. Years of debate with white city fathers went into naming our people. I couldn't get Cosby, Obama, or any other black leaders to be involved in the debate. Whites cautioned me that our people wouldn't want to be called American slaves. They said my own people would hate me for naming us what America named us. And just so we understand, the words American slaves wasn't a name that I just pulled out of the air. It is the sacred name that God told me to name our people. We must not allow it to be misused by ignorant, misguided leaders or ever forgotten again.